Hey guys, Paul here, and this is 4 ways in which doing an SEO contract is like contracting someone to build you a house. This is, I think, going to really help you evaluate whether a price quote you get for a search engine optimization project is fair. First of all, when you contract someone to build a house, you don't expect that the guy just pockets every dime of the money you pay him and then he conjures lumber and plumbing and electrical wiring and roofing materials out of thin air. Those things cost money, the overhead is built into the contracting quote, and the contractor marks it up to take his own profit for being the project manager and expending his time. Yeah, you could buy all the materials at the Home Depot and do the labor yourself, but you're paying the contractor for his expertise and his experience and his willingness to manage the whole project and get it done efficiently and on budget and within a time frame. In the same way, SEO projects have overhead. They have initial expenses and ongoing expenses. So every dime that your SEO expert is quoting you doesn't just go to his profit and then he works some kind of magic to bring your website to the top of Google searches and then just pockets all the money. I want you to consider what the overhead expenses might be. Second, there's a right and a wrong way to build a house. If you do it wrong, if you use shoddy materials, if you don't use best building practices, and if the house is not up to code, there is a real chance that it could fall down on your head and kill you and your family. In the same way, SEO, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. The good practices that Google and other search engines want you to use are called white hat. There's also gray hat practices, which are kind of iffy and you can maybe get away with. And then there's black hat practices, and Google is constantly updating its algorithms to try and detect unethical black hat SEO practices, which means that if your SEO contractor does them, your website could get bounced all the way back to the 50th page of Google and you lose out on your project. That's one of the reasons why it's a good thing to make sure that your SEO contractor owns as much of the products as possible, including the domain and including the website. That way, if he does a bad job, he's only screwed himself and not you with a website and a web domain that you've already invested time and money into. Third, if you decide to stop paying, it can go away. You have the house built, you either do a loan arrangement or there's a third-party mortgage lender and you're making payments on the house. If you don't make your payments, the house can be taken away from you. You can be foreclosed upon. If you even buy it free and clear, cash, try not paying your property taxes and you'll see how much you own that house free and clear. In the same way, you can stop paying your SEO companies. Some people say, all right, I'm #1 in Google, so thanks for your time, you did a great job, see you later. I want to remind you that SEO consists of ongoing costs. Your SEO expert should be able to lay out what they are, and if you stop paying your SEO contractor, it's not going to be worth it for him to carry those costs, and some of the work that he did influencing your website and building power so that it ranks highly in search engines will start to decay and your rankings will start to deteriorate. And that's the bad news, but the good news brings us to point number 4, which is that if a contractor says he's going to build you a house, you collect some money from you, and you show up at the due date and he says, here you go, job's done, and there's no freaking house, just a foundation, or the house isn't completed, it's not completed to specifications, if it's badly done, don't freaking pay him anymore and demand your money back. An SEO contractor should give you results. He shouldn't just say, oh, well, it takes time, you never know, eventually it'll happen. Your SEO contractor should set out clear dates by which clear goals should be met and should be showing you progress, or else you should take advantage of money back guarantees or end the contract, leave bad reviews, and hold the contractor accountable for the job that he or she promised to do. So those are 4 ways in which hiring an SEO contractor or consultant is like hiring a home building contractor. Hope you found it interesting. If you feel like discussing more, call or text 512-222-9570 or email roselinewebventures@gmail.com or visit us on the web at roselineweb.com. Thanks so much. Peace.